Interesting story. By the Librarian of Forgotten Realms. In the heart of the bustling city of Eldoria, nestled between cobblestone streets and towering spires, stood the Library of Echoes, a place where whispers of the past mingled with the dreams of the future. Its caretaker was an enigmatic woman named Ilara, known to all as the Librarian of Forgotten Real. She was a figure of mystery, said to be older than the library, though her ageless face betrayed no hint of the passage of time. The library was no ordinary repository of books. Its shelves groaned under the weight of tomes bound in strange materials, leather made from dragon scales, parchment infused with starlight, and covers that seemed to writhe with life. Each book was a gateway to a different world, a different reality. But these worlds were not just fictions. They were fragments of universes that once were, perhaps could be. And Ilara, with her piercing silver eyes and a voice that carried the weight of centuries, was the guardian of these realms. One fateful evening, a young man named Kyle entered the library. He was a scholar, though a penniless one, driven by an insatiable curiosity for the unknown. His tattered cloak and ink-stained hands marked him as a man of learning, but his heart bore the scars of loss. His younger sister, Lyra, had vanished years ago, leaving behind only a cryptic note. Find the Library of Echoes. The answers are in the realms beyond. Ilara watched him from the shadows as he wandered the labyrinthine corridors, his fingers brushing against spines of books that seemed to hum in response. She could see the desperation in his eyes, the kind that led men to seek truths best left buried. "You seek something," she said, her voice echoing as though it came from the very walls. Kale spun around, startled, to find her standing before him, a solitary figure in the dim light. "My sister," he replied, his voice trembling. "She disappeared, and I believe she's in one of these realms." Ilara studied him for a long moment, her gaze piercing his soul. "The realms are not kind to those who seek without understanding. They demand a price, often more than one is willing to pay." Kyle squared his shoulders. "I'll pay it. Whatever it takes." With a nod, Ilara led him to a forgotten corner of the library where a single book lay on a pedestal. Its cover was black as midnight, and the title glimmered faintly in a language Kyle couldn't comprehend. "The Shattered Nexus," Ara said. "This is where she went." As Kyle opened the book, the room dissolved around him, and he was pulled into a swirling vortex of light and shadow. When he regained his senses, he found himself in a world that defied all logic, a floating city suspended above an endless abyss, its streets filled with beings made of starlight and shadows. He wandered the city for days, guided by whispers that seemed to lead him ever closer to Lyra. Finally, in the heart of the city, he found her. But she was not the sister he remembered. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and her voice echoed with the power of the realm. "Why did you come?" she asked, her tone both sad and reproachful. "This is my home now. I am bound to it." Kyle's heart ached. "I came to bring you back. You belong in our world, not this one." But Lyra shook her head. "Some doors once opened cannot be closed. The realms claim what they will, and they do not let go easily." As Kyle reached out to her, the world began to unravel. The city, the sky, the very fabric of reality twisted and tore, and he was thrust back into library, gasping for breath. Ilara stood over him, her expression unreadable. "You've seen," she said simply. "Now you know the cost of seeking the unknown." Kyle's hands trembled as he clutched the book. "But she's still there. I have to go back." Ara's voice was soft but firm. You cannot save her. The realms are not ours to command. To enter them is to risk losing yourself forever. But Kyle, driven by love and desperation, opened the book once more. The vortex swallowed him. Ilara sighed, her silver eyes filled with sorrow. "Foolish boy," she whispered. "Some stories are not meant to have happy endings." And in the library of echoes, the of the past grew louder, for another soul had ventured into the forgotten realms, never to return. The end. Or perhaps just the beginning.